Hello and welcome to the Dirty Birds podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all. We've gone 2 weeks consecutive. Look at us.
Yeah, and there's that update thing that we did.
Yeah, we're not going to count that.
Yeah, exactly. We figured out that a phone call is significantly better than Discord. Still not perfect. We're still looking into it, doing some research. But hopefully we can actually not talk over each other. Exactly.
But yeah, going into this episode, we didn't really have much to talk about, and we were sitting on a phone call for about 10 minutes talking about some extremely illegal stuff.
No, I was talking about I had a surgery. I was talking about the medication I used after that surgery. Completely legal, prescribed by a doctor, taken properly. Be responsible, folks.
He was geeking. But so was I. This morning I was in an absolute, I was just overstimulated. Had a Celsius first thing when I woke up. Had to drive about an hour at 6 o'clock in the morning. Went home, had a 2-hour power nap, and then went to class. Left it 30 minutes early because I had to get a document faxed into somewhere for insurance purposes. But I was gone. There was nothing. I was a shell. But I got it done.
You're telling me all sorts of reasons, all sorts of stuff. It's all bullcrap. When you drink a Celsius, that's it. That's it. End of story. That's it. No more to talk about.
Back in the day in Bury, when it came around to be midterms and exams weeks, I would be going through bangs like it is nothing.
Dude,
so
bangs
I
are
think
insane,
that this is better.
Bangs should be illegal.
This is better.
Bangs
should be.
100% should be illegal. I like how you have to be 18 to buy them. I know that makes me sound like a lame boomer, but kids, look after your health. If you are under 18 and watching this and you like consuming bang, good for you, but please be careful.
That's on the same level for me as disposable vapes. It's just not regulated enough.
Isn't it that China makes all the disposable vapes, but they're illegal to sell in China because they think it's malicious?
Yeah, I don't know. Some of it has paint thinner or something like that. And I hot take, I don't think you should be breathing that in. But
smoking
every now and then you have a couple drinks and you have a little it's what's easiest.
Maybe it enhances because I was watching have you ever seen that YouTube channel? It's what's it called? Tales from the Trip. Yeah, that's it. It's about people that do hard drugs and the good things that happen afterwards, the bad things that happen afterwards. And there's this just absolutely haunting, horrifying story about huffers. And
oh no,
the guy was it was the greatest high I ever had. But when you huff, you have to understand you're getting high from killing your brain cells.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was it was incredible. He's I felt orgasmic pleasure going up from the base of my spine to my neck. Maybe they're putting in a little paint thinner in there, a little bit of huffing in there, making the product better.
Yeah. Because last night I was over at my girlfriend's. We were hanging with her and one of her friends. We were watching, I believe, the horror movie Smile. And side note, incredibly underwhelming movie. It was definitely scary. It had some spook factor, but just overall I don't know, unsatisfying ending, I would say. But anyways, I was I guess we had, I don't know if you've heard of it, the disposable vape, a flume.
Yeah.
Just colorful, looks the most friendly thing in the world. And what am I really inhaling in here? Does anybody really know?
Yeah, and it's are kids stupid enough to fall if it are they stupid enough to be it looks like a highlighter, which means it's good for me? I gotta cut these multi-billion-dollar evil Chinese companies some slack here. I mean, looks like a highlighter does not mean it's safe. I think a 3-year-old would understand that.
Yeah, I feel crazy. The thing is, I do think some people are that dense. Unfortunately, in today's society, you look at the news, and I think that would be the least surprising of anything going on right now.
Maybe. Oh my god.
But yeah, moving on from destroying our bodies, getting into what's going on in the NBA and FIBA right now. The U.S. just lost to Germany in the semifinals. What a shambles, man.
Man, and they were really out there being like how Anthony Edwards is running the whatever. Yeah, I love Ant, but come on. Fumble.
We lost to Daniel Tice and Dennis Schroeder. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Dennis Schroeder, maybe a top 50 player in the NBA?
No.
I'm saying maybe, bro.
He's a very good glue guy, I would say. He's a very good, like, system player. He can be a really good bench piece. Maybe a starter if your team really is subpar. But he's a good spark plug at times. But holy wow, man. Like, I didn't think we were going to lose. Like, to be fair, the final score was 113 to 111. So it was neck and neck.
Yeah.
But still.
Okay, just a quick little detour. When I was looking into like all this stuff and reading about this, I got a little. There's an SB Nation recommended article for me, and I can't remember the name of it, but I think it went something like Taco Fall got traded to a Chinese team, and now he's playing like Wilt Chamberlain.
He's gonna be the Wilt Chamberlain of China.
And I saw him. He had the stat line of like 30, 15, and 5 blocks or some shit.
Oh my god.
And it was just, I watched the highlights. It was ridiculous. It was a whole bunch of like guys that were my height. They were out there like 5'10", 5'11", and just shooting 3-pointers. And just Taco Fall guarding them. What's going on?
So what you're saying is if the Celtics kept Taco Fall for that finals run, they would have won. And if they would have played him, they would have won.
I mean, I can never even remember their center. Like
Al
Horford?
I think, was Daniel? Al Horford. I think so, but he's just old.
I can't even remember. But I thought he played in the 2000s. If I'm being honest, I can't keep up with
I think
Al
he
Horford.
did. I think he did.
Like,
I think he was on the Hawks team with Kyle Korver, Jeff Teague, and that really old Hawks team. But dude, we got lit up. I'm looking at the box score right now. We got lit up by Franz Wagner, Daniel Tice, and Dennis Schroeder.
Wait. Franz Wagner. He plays in the. Is he
Orlando.
the? Oh, yeah, he's Orlando. Okay, I wasn't sure if he was Orlando or Hornets. There's that other white dude that plays for the Hornets that people are all.
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah. People are all high about him for like 30 seconds.
And then Kyrie threw him one fateful lob, and yeah, we all know how that went. I don't know if you do, but.
Rest in peace.
Oh man, why do you throw a lob to a after prime Gordon Hayward? No one knows, but that's like how many years in the past?
I'm telling you, man, he was hot shit for like 25 seconds, man. I'm just saying he had his moment.
His run with the Utah Jazz was mediocre, but he was putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Why didn't Brandon Ingram play this game?
Overrated.
Austin Reeves shot. He hit 21 points. Anthony Edwards had 23. Jaren Jackson he only had 8. And 3 rebounds. Oh my god!
But hear me out. Is AR-15 the real deal?
He might be, but apparently he was getting really like honed in on defense. Like he was getting lit up by Dennis Schroeder. Like they were targeting him to be the fucking defensive match. Oh wait, did I just swear? Whoops.
Next season. AR-15. Is he going to be an all-star?
Dark horse?
I think
maybe.
he could
or
be.
Maybe most improved?
Oh, 100% he could go for that. I think they should...
Yeah, I think he definitely could be a candidate.
Yeah, man. And then if AD can hold one season together and LeBron takes a little bit extra of that little miracle juice he's been taking to be playing at 3,000 years old, and Austin Reeves is an all-star, they win it all.
Yeah, and they just got Christian Wood.
Insane.
Yeah, I think ideally, if their season goes swimmingly, I think they're a danger to win the whole damn thing. But the thing is, injuries, LeBron's getting old. Instead of dumping 1 million into your body, LeBron, go like 2 mil. I think you could spare it.
Exactly. And stop. We get it. You're trying to make your bag with all that tonal crap. I get it. We get the ads on YouTube for his little
He
tonal
was just in
home
Saudi
gym.
Arabia.
Get a real gym. Also,
Dude.
Turn heel against the CCP. That's what I want to see. Like, stop supporting him. Please stop, man.
LeBron James versus James Harden.
Like, I don't get it. Like, LeBron's almost a billionaire. Is he a billionaire?
He has to be.
And it's like,
He has to be getting up there.
as much as I like respect basketball players for what they do, you put a ball through a hoop and you make $1 billion. I think the least that you can do is say fuck China. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Fair,
They're gonna
yeah.
mess your money up? Like, dude, you're a billionaire. They can't. They can't touch you. Like,
Adam Silver's gonna be like, nah, don't do that.
and then what? Kick LeBron out of the league?
Yeah,
He's too
as if.
powerful. They would
I
kick
mean, maybe
Adam.
James Harden
They
would
would
get
kick
the boot,
Adam
but, like-
Silver out first. They would.
You remember the whole Daryl Morey thing, right?
No, no,
the,
no.
I'm pretty sure, like, so used to be the GM of the Rockets, now the GM of the 76ers.
Yeah.
And he was
tracking.
speaking out against, like, all that. And, like, the NBA was like, yo, cool it. At least I think. Like, again, don't take my word for, like, gospel, but
I think this could
And
go to
then-
the Supreme Court.
it's weird because James Harden like was like, yeah, I don't want to be like associated with Daryl Morey anymore in front of like a group of like kids in China. And he was like, let me say it again. Daryl Morey is a liar and I will not be playing for a team that he's managing. I'm like,
All right. Now let's be clear about this situation. I just want to say the opposing point of view. I believe you're correct. I believe that's all linked to the China situation. A lot of people said it was about contract disputes, though.
I think it's definitely both. But like, damn,
Dude.
like what? I don't get it.
You know the only person safe from all this? You're not going to like it.
Who?
Kyrie Irving. Because he doesn't even think China's real.
See, I think it's good for Kyrie because he's getting all like the heat all off of him. And definitely he deserves some of that heat. Let me just be clear. Like, he's not a saint.
No, I mean, I would defend him for a good bit of positions, but there's some indefensible positions he takes. We don't have to get into it, but if you're like,
Yeah.
let me say, flat earth thing, objectively funny. Sorry.
Yeah. Incredibly funny. But yeah, we're not going to get into it.
He's a top 10 player to watch. Like, he's so much fun to watch. I mean, maybe not nowadays with Dallas.
I don't think he's a 10. Oh, we're talking about Kyrie. Yeah.
For
Okay.
fun to watch, yeah.
Fun to watch, top 3.
I mean, but it's just, and like, Joel Embiid, bottom 10. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's literally just a headache. Yeah, welcome back to the hating the 76ers and Joel Embiid podcast.
Dude, I might become a 76ers fan. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how and why.
Infiltrate.
If Wizards management starts going really heavy pro-China, I'll become a Sixers fan. If the
Okay.
Washington Wizards official position is that Hong Kong is a part of China, I am a 76ers fan. Then and
So-
only then.
You know what? Like, really kicked this off. Daryl Morey tweeted out, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong."
Mm-hmm.
And
Nothing
then
wrong
he
with
had to
that.
put out like an apology.
Yeah.
Well, let's not go too deep into this because
No. We know enough.
I
I know enough.
I
to
already
have a
feel my
position.
social credit score going down.
I mean, dude, I already screwed myself last episode by saying, "What's up, Beijing?" That's
Yeah,
pretty
let's move
alpha
away
way
from
to
that.
address a country, though. Imagine Biden did
Yeah.
that, man. I vote for him.
Welcome back to the politics section of this podcast.
And we're done.
And we lost 50% of our listeners, so that
Oh,
we maybe
God.
have one now.
Oh,
but
God.
hi, Mom.
Dude, I'm not letting my mom listen to this.
Absolutely not. No way.
Oh, my God.
That would be terrible, man.
How about a foreign athlete that we all love? What's his first name? Last name Kawasaki.
Toronto Blue Jays legend.
Yes.
One of the most famous quotes. What do you do? What do you eat?
Banana.
Why? Monkey never cramp. I think that's something we can all live by.
Honestly, yes.
In this world of hate, that's something we can go around.
Oh. Dude, I wish he was an Oriole.
Oh, could you imagine? As if the Orioles weren't likable enough right now.
I don't know
Because
anything about baseball, man. I don't know anything about baseball.
I'll go on my little tangent. So the Orioles are doing absolutely phenomenal right now.
Awesome.
They're first in their in their division, and they are deep, man. They're so fun to watch. I don't know if you've been to an Orioles game this year, but like, dude, the vibes are crazy.
Sounds like I gotta go, man.
So they have this like splash zone, right? Like there's this little section where like there's a guy with like a hose, because like one of their celebration is like, whatchamacallit, it's related to that. Like in a very roundabout way. But I was at a game, I'd say 2 months ago, and they had like special guests for like who's going to be the hose person. And the guy breaks through like the little reveal, and it's Wes Moore.
What?
Wes Moore with his kid, man. It was like, and he was going crazy, man.
For everyone that isn't a Marylander or a DMV, Wes Moore is the governor.
Yeah, and he was going crazy. He was there with his son, and like I would peep over the section like every 2 seconds. Even if like we caught like a pop fly, he would go ballistic with the hose. Like he was on like 10, man, and it was so funny. Like I don't know that much about like Maryland politics, but like he was just having a good time.
Honestly, that's all we care about with governors. We just gotta look at them. If they're having a good time at the ball game, they have my vote.
Who was our last governor?
Larry Hogan.
Yeah, I'd met him at an Orioles game, like opening day.
That's wild.
He was just chilling out in the concourse. He wasn't even like propped up somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend who was a waitress at a restaurant in Kent Island, and she waited on John Harbaugh more than once. The coach of the Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently he grew up in my county. No, he lives in my county. Yeah, he lives in my county, funny. Which is middle of nowhere, by the way. Like,
I was about to dox you there for a second. Holy.
Yeah, I was about to. I already kind of doxed myself, but
I mean, not really. Yeah. But anyways, that's kind of cool. And now football season's starting up. This weekend.
Man. I mean, all I heard was that the Lions beat the Chiefs, and wow.
Travis Kelce was injured. I mean, like
I heard everyone on the Chiefs was out, but except for Mahomes.
Oh, have I ever told you the story? So there's the wide receiver on the Baltimore Ravens. His name is Rashad Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was at I believe it was my friend's graduation party, and he DM'd like a bunch of the players, like of the Ravens players, like, "Hey, pull up to my graduation party if you can. Like, if not, like, just like, shot in the dark."
Yeah.
And he gets like one DM back from like Rashad Bateman. He's like, "Okay, after practice, I'll see if I have time." And he sends him the address, and we're all like just chilling at his house, like just having a good time. I believe we were watching the NBA Finals. It was Celtics versus Warriors, and we just see a G-Wagon pull out outside, blacked out G-Wagon. He pulls out front of the house, and like somebody's like, "Guys, like I think he's here." And you just see this really like athletic looking guy coming out of the car, and like he comes into the house. I'm like, I'm not like a Ravens fan, so I'm not gonna like geek out, but it's still pretty cool. And like, he's a pretty good wide receiver.
If fucking Heineke showed up, I would geek out.
We were literally all just watching the NBA Finals for a little bit, and he went over to the kitchen. He got one of the cookies that I brought, So like that was kind of cool. Like
That's wild.
he ate one of yeah, and I was literally just like I was just talking with like basketball with him for a little bit, and like just talking about who he thought he was gonna win. And it was like yeah, like the Warriors. I'm like yeah, duh.
That's wild.
And yeah, I took a picture. Whatchamacallit? Like I'm next to him. Like it was like whatchamacallit? Never mind. I took a picture for my friend Jared, and he was like shaking off like y'all are really tweaking it out, man. Like
I mean, that's wild. That's a wild story. Like that
I
he
didn't want to
shows
be
up.
fake and be like, oh my god, I'm your biggest fan. Like no,
No. Don't be fake. But like they weren't being fake either. That's how they were actually reacting.
Yeah, he was there for about like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Like, and my friend who was graduating, his mom like ran down the stairs like, oh my gosh. Like she was like, no, it was really funny.
That's
Like
so
it was
cool.
sweet. But yeah, like he's now one of my favorite like players in the NFL.
It's
'Cause, like
always
how
cool.
couldn't you root for him after that? Like,
I mean,
and of course he got injured last season, man. That was heartbreaking. But
That sucks.
hopefully he's back strong this year. But yeah, that was like incredibly like.
that's
Like,
awesome.
I never thought that would happen. Like, and I'm guessing my friend didn't either because he was dumbfounded.
I had a similar story, but that was a little bit less exciting. But for, I think it was, I did sound for the musicals and plays. I was the soundboard guy in high school for the plays and stuff, and I was talking with all the other people, the stage managers and the lighting guy, and we all had our headsets on. We were talking, and we're like, you know, it'd be really funny. And this was in like 2017, 2018. If we invited Joe Biden to come, so we had this one stage manager. I can't remember her name. She was very nice, but we didn't talk much. But
Yeah.
she was big into like all the presidents, vice presidents, knew them all, knew everything about them. And she was like, I'll email it. So we sent an email to Joe Biden to come to a production of, I think it was like The Little Mermaid or some shit.
No way.
And he responded and said, sorry, I'm actually busy that day. I wish I could make another date.
Oh man.
Which is sweet, but also like, hey
Yeah.
man, we sent you 6 dates to come. Use a better excuse. Just
Oh no.
tell us it's a
Oh, my
waste of time.
gosh.
That's fine. It would be a waste of my time if I mean, he was retired at the time, but
Yeah. Delaware resident.
oh my god. He needs to stop putting up TFRs in Rehoboth. He needs to
I have
stop
no
doing
clue.
that. It's just he keeps on putting up like a no-fly zone on top of Rehoboth. And I used to do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I used to do flights in that area, like fly around, do flight training there, and it would be like, nope, canceled today. Like, stop, bro. Like, it's cool. Like, whatever.
Didn't you end up meeting him though? Like one.
I met him when I was young. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I was probably like 6 or 7, I met him in the metro.
I was about to
in
say. I remember
DC.
you talking about that.
Yeah. It was me and all my cousins and my sisters, and I was with my grandparents. And like, of course, how could you pass that up? Like, it's an entire line of a whole bunch of cute kids. We were dressed up to go to a show, so we were all like wearing like button-ups and sweaters and everything.
Right. Yeah.
So it was very like we were like a well put together family unit. So it was like, how could you pass that up as the vice president at the time? Because he just got sworn in at that point.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, it was like a couple months later.
Was this like first term?
Yeah, first term. I was like really young at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense then.
But my sister, she was the elementary school class president, and
Oh shoot.
so my granddad, you know, being, you know, not that we're trying to get political, but being a Republican, he thought it would be like kind of cute and funny. He went and he kind of like said to Joe Biden, the vice president at the time, you know, she's the president of her class. And then he goes, oh, well, I'm just the vice president. Which is hilarious back then, but now, dude,
Yeah.
what manifesting?
That was the first domino to fall in his presidential
like,
run.
dude. I think
That lit a fire in his belly.
dude, I literally, I think I had a non-0% influence on this man becoming president.
It was a canon event.
It's a non-0% effect.
It had to happen. Dude, did you ever go to one of the White House Easter egg rolls?
No.
So like there was always like a raffle for it around Easter time, and like they would have it like on the yard of like the White House.
Yeah.
At one time, like we got selected, so I went with my friend, and I was like, "Dude, am I gonna see the president?" But he never showed. I'm pretty sure that was in like 20. Like it was, I think it was during his first term because I was like in middle school, maybe like 6th grade. So yeah, that'd be first term. But yeah, I was like, we were all there on like the yard of the White House, like. But yeah, never got to see him. Never got to see Michelle.
Wow.
I was gonna stick it to her like, why'd you make our school lunches so bad?
Oh, to be fair, like that's true. That is true. She did make them worse, but like they were terrible before. If we're being honest. Also,
I like my cheese sticks, man.
Last anecdote: my sister's boyfriend met Barack Obama and shook hands with him.
Really?
Yes, Boy Scout trip.
Ah.
You know, when you go to visit the president with the Boy Scouts, it's a rite of passage, really.
Dude,
And then his
hot water.
And then his little brother, the Scouts, thank you.
The Scouts.
But his little brother shook hands with Jill Biden.
Oh, okay, cool.
Completely separate. I don't want to get into that because I don't want to, talk about any of his business. But, like, it's just wild. Like, we've met, in that group, we've met 2 presidents. I guess technically, and I guess a vice president, if you count it like that, but whatever.
Yeah. Technically 2 presidents.
Yeah. However you want to count it.
I mean, hey, living close to DC and Delaware, hell, when you like drive into DC or Metro M, you see those helicopters. Like supposedly it's like the president flying, but like it's only like for sure the president flying in if there's like
3 of them.
2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like a little bit more of an escort now, but
yeah. Well,
but DC, we have we love DC.
Did you say we love DC?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I really like DC. I'm not gonna lie.
But I think we should gatekeep our one spot though.
Oh my, yes, we have
do
to
we
gatekeep.
gatekeep?
Or do we blow it up?
No, we can't. We can't. So yeah, there's a really good hole in the wall, like Chinese spot. Has a pretty funny name, but dude, it's so good.
It's ridiculously good, and the portions are so large.
Oh,
I mean, it's
they don't
expensive.
skim you out at all, man. But it's worth it.
It's value. It really is value. Like,
so one day,
I went in there with a friend, and I not Colin. I went there a separate time with another friend, and we just got one meal and we split it, and I was like beyond full.
Dude, I have the funniest story about the place. So I was there with somebody like one day. It was like maybe like my 3rd time going there, and I was like short on cash. So like I was like giving like the tip, and like I had it on the table, and I was like asking like my other friend like, hey, do you have any like more cash for tip? And like the lady comes by, she's like, this is all for tip? That was like $50. I'm like, what? I'm like, relax. But like, yeah, I mean, hey, the hostility is what makes the food good,
dude. I remember
you need to have it.
It's just like I can't tell that anecdote. It would dox it. I have to say, one time a kid brought his iPad in there.
Oh no!
I don't know how to say this without like having something I'll regret being on record later.
Let's not get canceled here.
But let's just say I wanted him to leave the restaurant.
A little darker than that, I'd perceive, but understandably so.
To be fair, he was watching Luca, and Luca's a fine movie. It's like,
still, it's probably just blaring in the restaurant. And
I'm
like
just
how
saying,
small the restaurant
if it was
is,
Cocomelon, things might have went different that night.
Declan would have gone postal.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, so one time Declan and I believe it was like fall of like, I think first semester we were in like Salisbury. We drove, and we're back. Sorry, I accidentally paused my audio. But anyways, yeah, Declan and I, we drove up and we metroed in. I believe it was like around like November, December, or something like that. Mm-hmm. But this is like initially when he put me on to Place with No Name. And dude, I got the General Tso's chicken. It was so good, but it was so spicy.
It wasn't, okay? I'm not trying to be a hater. It was not spicy.
My nose was running like nothing else. Like, I genuinely think you didn't think it was spicy because you only had like a couple.
Fair enough.
I was shoveling that down. And I had more afterwards, man.
Also, like, the menu names there are ridiculous. I went there with my friend Andrew, and he went, "Hey, Declan," because I was paying. So he went, "Can I get the Happy Family?" And everything on the menu is like sub $20, but around $20. Like maybe a little over, maybe a little less, but right in that area. That one was $35.
Dang, what was it?
Dude, all it said was Happy Family. And I'm like,
that could be really this?
And then I remember they just had, do you want like vegetable dumplings or meat dumplings? I was like, yo,
okay. What
meat is this, bro?
Just
Delicioso.
You just trust them.
Delicioso.
You gotta trust them at some point.
And like,
it's not like you're going to like Taco Bell where like it could be like monkey meat. It's like, but no, you're going to a sacred place.
I always get,
and maybe one day we'll say what it is, but
yeah, I always get chow fan, or the Mongolian noodles.
True. What did we do after we hit NBW? I think we like almost went to a Wizards game for like, we almost got nosebleeds. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, that would have taken us like ages to get back, like metro, and then like drive back to the Dirty Bird.
Oh
like,
yeah, that would have made me lose my mind.
We have some. Oh man.
And then that night back,
dude, that was a trip and a half.
We're not bringing that on the pod.
No,
I'm shutting you down.
There's one trip that Declan and I could talk about, like heading back to the Dirty Bird after like a morning, but I don't think we want to get into that. We could be very vague, but if a certain couple of people listen to it, I think they would know, because we would have to leave out some very fine details. Let's just say there was pure and utter delusion. We came back to campus at like, I would say 8, but we woke up about like, I don't know, hour or so before.
And I walked straight to class.
And I literally just passed out. I went to the dorm and I was just like, yeah, I'm skipping my 9 a.m. Who needs philosophy? Theory can only take you so far.
But yeah. We need. So, have you been keeping up to date with the idea of dumb phones?
Of what?
I'm trying to change the topic. Dumb phones, feature phones,
dumb phones. Oh my god.
Flip phones,
burner phones.
Okay, yeah,
dude, I've
burner
heard
phones.
Have you heard of some people like sometimes they go to like these music festivals and they get like some of these flip phones, so like they can be kind of disconnected.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to do that, but like full time.
Yeah. Like they like, cause like, you know, like the flip phone, like picture quality, like kind of like the novelty of that. But yeah, it seems super cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's some companies that make some pretty cool feature phones that I really like. Like there's the Light phone. There's the Light phone, which is like it's a Nook display or Kindle display. You know, like the Paperwhite.
Interesting.
So of course the refresh rate is horrific. So when you're texting, it takes you like 10 minutes to send a paragraph. But I mean, that's the point. Just call me, you know?
True, yeah.
And then there's the one I'm looking into, which is like the Punked, which is just like a little thing. And it's just, they're so cool. And it's like the only thing that's keeping me from doing it is like, I want Spotify for car rides.
True.
That's literally it.
And the thing, and also YouTube Shorts, which you're utterly addicted to.
No, I haven't had YouTube on my phone for months.
I'm surprised. Wow.
I'm clean.
Okay, so reference or like, so Declan really doesn't use social media. We've covered that in like first podcast episode.
I try not.
But his little vice for a little bit was YouTube Shorts.
It's because I like YouTube videos, and then they added Shorts, which meant I had to delete the app because I have zero self-control.
Do you still like go to the website on like to?
Yeah, I'll
actually,
still
like,
go
watch
to the
YouTube videos on your
website.
laptop?
I'll keep up with my
You
subscriptions.
don't get tripped
and
up in
stuff.
it though.
No, have you ever watched a short on a
Sub boxes
laptop?
suck now.
Oh yeah.
Cause it's literally like I wish you could just do it like straight for videos. Like there would be no like shorts in there because I can't
100%.
use my sub box anymore.
Like, it's horrible. And I wish that there was an option to turn Shorts off of the app.
Yeah, I would say that, but I also we get a good amount of interaction from our shorts. Which
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
if
uploaded
you're
one in,
checking
like, a
this
week.
out on Shorts, check out the full podcast. Shorts rock.
That's what I'm going to be doing after this. I'm going to be cutting some clips out from our last podcast and putting them up on our Instagram, TikTok, and like whatchamacallit, Reels.
I was about to say we need to clip that and ship that. The part where we're
Yeah,
talking about how
clip it,
much
ship it.
YouTube Shorts suck. It's the only place where we get any views. So
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like one of our like clips got like 88 views in like the first hour.
wild.
But the thing is with like TikTok, like you get like an enormous amount of views, but it's literally like people just swiping through. Like they didn't watch like even like a second.
Yeah.
But
And I
anyways,
feel
who
like-
cares about the numbers?
No, no, we don't at all. But it's really fun. Like when we found out that we had a French listener. Like what was that about? Like
Dude,
bonjour. Like
what's up, Beijing? But yeah, we've got some from the UK, Ireland, India, Canada. But yeah, we're pretty out there.
yeah, not on YouTube though. I think we have 3 views, and
No.
that's because I watched it twice.
This is not something we need to be admitting. This is the struggle stages. But
Yeah, but we have like 2,000
watch
views
out.
on TikTok.
Hey, man, I just need to be posting more frequently.
Dude, TikTok is literally the dark arts. Like, we should not be engaging with that at all.
But dude, the thing is, it gets views, man.
It's the dark arts, man. We're selling our soul.
Unfortunately, so.
I'm telling you this. I deleted TikTok in 2020, and it's never, ever coming back on my phone. That's that. The end of story.
Good for
No.
you, man.
First off, it's
But anyways,
literally
go follow
spyware.
our TikTok.
Follow our TikTok at the Dirty Birds Pod.
Actually,
we're going with?
you can just go on our link tree. It's going to be in the description of this podcast.
100%.
So you can just go there.
Yes, sir.
We love TikTok.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not, but
Our exposure's going to be cut in
also-
half after this episode.
also a moment of silence to the absolute like the president of vibes, the messiah of Mojo,
The dean of
Jimmy
the
Buffett.
University of Chill.
Jimmy Buffett, man. I couldn't believe it, man.
I mean,
I genuinely gasped when I saw the news.
unironically, me and my dad.
No,
would
like, completely
No,
unironically.
I'm saying no. I mean, obviously that was unironically, but I was saying unironically. My dad and I, we would listen to Jimmy Buffett all the time.
Yeah.
Like changes in attitudes, changes in latitudes, or changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes. Like, and then like, I mean, of course, the classics, Cheeseburger in Paradise. Like, I remember singing that when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah, but there's also some other classics like Come Monday, you know, like
oh yeah.
he's got a lot of music, man, but
I
think his music is just the beginning of like his impact.
Yeah, the week before he passed away, I ended up going to my local record store and I picked up "Son of a Sailor."
You did?
Yeah,
Nice.
and it was a good find. But
Was that? Oh, well, I guess we could shout out this record store.
nah, it wasn't Kaiju. Kaiju Records, Salisbury. Check it
okay.
out, boys. But it wasn't Kaiju.
Yeah,
it wasn't there.
definitely. Like, if you're in the Salisbury area, most down to earth like owner, like please go there.
Yeah,
He might chat your ear off for about 30 minutes, but it'll be a really nice conversation.
yeah, man. And then go right across the way, go to Roadie Joe's,
Oh man,
The roadie sauce, delicious, but you do have
The
to pay a
roadie
price. There is a price to pay.
Funny story, you guys. So I took a little trip to Salisbury, and that was about like in I would say July. So Declan came to get me. We were staying at his girlfriend's spot, and we went to Roadie Joe's the day like after like we drove, or like he drove up there, and man, the roadie fries or whatever that you had you on your ass.
Dude, no, but here's the thing. I didn't eat breakfast that morning.
Yeah.
And I just drank coffee. No, I did have breakfast. I had McDonald's breakfast. Call back to episode 1. But yeah, we got
That's one of our most successful shorts.
Yeah,
but
but I literally woke up at like 5:50 in the morning. And I'm like, all right, time to go. Bought a large coffee at Wawa. Head my way all the way into Central Maryland. Long drive.
Did we get breakfast?
Yeah, we got McDonald's breakfast.
Oh, of course. Dude, Declan was in the bin. I ordered, I forgot what I got. I got like a burger, like a barbecue, like bacon burger or something like that. And dude, it was good. But man, those roadie fries were so good.
They were so good.
They were so good, but like, man, that had him on, like, obviously, like with everything else, like Declan was just in the mud.
Dude, I was laying on my back with my legs on the arm of a couch with pillows on it to elevate my legs to let the gas out. I remember I was walking into the apartment or like out of the restaurant. I'm like, right now it's up here, and I point, it's like right under my ribs. I'm like, I need to be down here, and I did like my stomach, and Colin's like, what are you talking about? What logic is this? If you know what I'm talking about, please leave a comment. I don't want to feel
Please
insane.
use the Q&A section, guys.
Please.
But I don't know what time it was when we were there, but for some reason I ordered a Bud Light.
And this was in the heat of the Bud Light situation.
Hey, man.
Not that we have strong opinions on it, but it is hilarious.
Yeah. And also just the time. I think it couldn't have been after after 2. I don't know what time it was.
It was right.
But
Yeah, it was right
in the
there.
words of the great and late Jimmy Buffett, it's 5:00 somewhere.
Oh, that's where I bought
Which
my.
in a roundabout way.
That's where I bought my first legal beer.
Really?
Yeah, I bought a Stella there for
Nice.
$3.50.
Stella Artois, very old man kind of beer.
Great, crisp. Great
That's
beer
what
to
my
have with
grandpa
dinner.
drinks.
Great beer to have with dinner.
What'd you
Oh.
get on your 21st? Like, other than the Stella, like, what'd you
Oh
have to
my
eat? If you did eat.
No, I can't remember what I got. The same thing I always get. I got the roadie burger with the roadie fries.
This
And they
time it
hit
sat
hard.
a little better.
That time it hit hard, dude.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way, it hit.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
there were still repercussions, but it was easily manageable.
Yo, the text I got the day after his 21st.
What did I even text you?
You sent me a picture of you on the bus, and you were like, I don't know, like going through it or something like that. It was a really funny text to get after your 21st. Like, obviously, you had a good time.
Oh my god, I had a whole weekend extravaganza. I went with my friend.
It was
and
his birthday
dad
weekend,
and
man. Gotta
Ocean
enjoy it.
City. Dudes. Oh my god. But
No, when back to when we were in Salisbury, it was so weird being back. Like, it felt not real. And now to hear that Guido's is popular and Guido's is the spot to be? No?
they shut down Guido's.
No.
But here's the Salisbury lore you've been missing out on. They said, we're sorry, Guido's is closed. Next week,
Whoa.
big sign went up on top of Guido's Burritos, Guido's Pizza and Pub.
What?
It was just a rebrand. The fake out was wild.
Oh my, the hysteria that was caused by that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, okay. So backstory. Declan and I were like having a little a little night out. Boys night. Boys.
Boys.
And we pre-gamed, and then we were walking around like Salisbury, and we like walk past Guido's, and it's a ghost town. I'm like, dude, how is this a spot? So I guess now we know, or at least now I know.
Ugh. And they did open back up the other bar. Yeah, by the way,
and also,
I have to tell you off air, but if you come back, we should not go to Hoppers again.
Oh no!
Nothing against the organization, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, off the radar. But yeah, we did go there. And that's where I found my love, Modelo.
Dude, have you seen Modelitos?
No.
They sell mini half-size Modelos in glasses, and they're called Modelitos.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're awesome.
Dude, I feel like you have to get a Modelo in a glass, though. Like a glass
100%.
bottle.
Also,
that foil is just so like satisfying.
Oh, it's everything. It's everything. Like a Modelo is so good.
Dude, I don't think I've had a more deep conversation at a bar than I did at Hoppers that night.
Dude, it was deep, man. It was definitely
deep.
The spot, like the fire pit, like
it was a vibe, but we don't rate Hoppers right now. So
we don't have beef with Hoppers. We're fine with Hoppers, but sorry.
Up in the air. We'll call it there. But
nice people, nice place, but
that was a really fun night. But
yeah,
the drive in the morning. That just reminded me of the one ride we had. I don't know where we were, but it was like really deathly hours of the morning, and like we were just delusional listening to like Tim Dillon.
Oh, I know exactly where we were going from.
Oh, yep.
But
the energy
was wild. But yeah, by the way, I've been turning everyone around that I've been talking to onto Caymans. I'm not even a margarita guy like that.
Caymans are nice,
because I
man.
don't like tequila that much. But dude, I've been turning.
The thing is, those aren't margaritas. They're still like kind of beer based, but
really?
They're still
I thought they were
good.
tequila based.
They smack.
Yeah, they smack hard.
I
got someone that they're like, oh my god, I need to stock these in my fridge now. Like, that's how much they liked them. Like,
and they also come in the fun glass bottles.
Oh yeah, that's what I got them in. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard Jimmy Buffett's passing, I don't know if you've had Espolón, like the tequila. Obviously, you're not a tequila guy, but
no.
I went down to my local liquor store, got some margarita mix, and I had a margarita and also had a cheeseburger in paradise.
I did the same thing, man.
You did? I'm so happy. Like,
dude, we went out.
I made it like a staple, like I had to.
I mean, sure, went out. We got a Five Guys burger.
Oh,
oh my god! And then we did. And then we had the Caymans, and we listened to Margaritaville. And it was the whole.
Dude, I haven't had a Five Guys burger in so long. What a way to celebrate.
Okay, final conversation, because I do have to start heading out at some point. But final conversation.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I want your take on this, okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is an entirely encompassing conversation. Everything, not just taste, not just flavor. In and out, Five Guys.
Okay. So this honestly is harder than it should be, but okay. Quality and quantity, Five Guys wipes. However,
wipes is wild.
However, no, wipes is not wild when it comes to quality. Sorry. This is what it's like living in ASU or near ASU. But anyways, you can get a double at In-N-Out and like fries and a drink for under like $9.50, and that burger is going to be really good. So it is a debate, I think.
I do.
Like, if you're balling out, if you have a big budget, Five Guys all the way. Like, I wouldn't look at In-N-Out. Because the thing is,
agree.
You're getting the burger and you're getting the fries.
I was expecting us to disagree more, but here's the thing. First off, saying that Five Guys wipes in quality is wild.
No, I don't think it is.
They don't
think
wipe.
It is.
They are better, but they're only like 10, 15% better.
Okay.
In-N-Out is a different type of burger. It's a different.
That's true.
It's a
That's
thinner
true.
burger. It's not as filling and greasy and delicious. And the condiment game at Five Guys, when you just say, "I want it all the way," fantastic. That's perfect. It's everything I actually want. Like they have it on lock. Like that's it. And their cheese is good, and their buns, maybe the best buns out of any burger joint that's a chain. Like,
dude,
their buns goes incredibly hard.
incredibly hard.
Do they have Five Guys on the West Coast?
Yeah.
All right.
We basically have everything. Like Arizona's weird to the point where we have like southern food, western food, and like eastern food.
Just not water. Gotcha.
Just not water, not good seafood. But what's your take on it?
On the In-N-Out situation?
Yeah, In-N-Out versus Five Guys.
It's very difficult for me because here's the thing. I've had
Yeah.
In-N-Out 3 times in my life. Wait, did we go twice?
I think we went twice.
Okay, I've had In-N-Out 4 times in my life. And it's forbidden fruit to me. So every time I have it, it's delicious.
Okay.
And I think the fries are pretty damn good, and I think animal style makes them worse. That's my hottest take. That's my hottest take.
Whoa.
And
That's crazy.
here's my other hot take. We need to normalize having a side of mayo for fries.
No, okay, this is
goes
where
so
I need
hard.
to put my foot down. Podcast listeners, this has been my biggest pet peeve when it comes to Declan throughout all the years that I've known him. We would go to Chick-fil-A on campus at Salisbury, and this psychopath would pick up some mayo at the sauce, like little pickup with like the ketchup and like mustard and all of that, and he would dip it in his like for fries. I'm like, what are you doing?
Have you tried it?
No, but I don't want to.
Listeners at
I
home,
don't feel
try it and then comment and tell Colin he's goddamn wrong and small-minded.
Believers.
Believers. Shout out to the legendary ASU alum.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The reason why I went here. Just kidding.
No, the reason you went there was
No,
being hard.
okay,
But no,
maybe I'll
mayo
try it
goes
one
hard.
of these days. I love spicy mayo.
Yes.
But like,
yes.
it's the spicy part that I like.
No, but if you do mayo and a little bit of siracha on some
Okay,
fries,
well,
that's a wrap.
That's just spicy mayo.
Exactly. But I'm saying you have to mix it yourself. Why are you buying whatever?
Next time I go and I get fries at some place, I will try it and I will report back on this podcast.
Now, here's the methodology behind it. Do you want something sweet or savory? I want something savory and creamy. Not
the thing
something
is, when
that's
you're-
sickeningly sweet. The
when you're
saltiness
going-
with the creaminess goes wonderful.
When you're going with a fry, you're going for savory because you want that fry to be well salted, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And with the sauce, like, okay, I'm guessing you're not a big barbecue sauce guy then.
I can rock with some barbecue sauce in some situations, and when it comes to like a pit beef sandwich or pulled pork sandwich, like that goes hard. Like barbecue sauce goes hard, but for fries sometimes.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, okay, when I go to Chick-fil-A, I either get Chick-fil-A sauce or ranch. So Chick-fil-A sauce is like a little, I wouldn't say sweet.
It's a little sweet. It has that honey mustard thing going on.
Yeah. And ranch is definitely like that's sweet, and I love ranch, and I especially love their ranch. But I don't know, maybe like I don't know. I like an aioli, so maybe like boiling it down to that. And yeah, I'll try it, and I'll report back.
It's because it's the thing that they do in the Netherlands. That's standard. You ask for ketchup, you're a weird person there. But the mayo, that's standard. So,
Yeah.
maybe I should move there. Be around like-minded people. Enlightened
Exactly.
people.
Enlightened. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think your take with In-N-Out fries is wrong. I mean, when it comes to the Five Guys versus In-N-Out debate, I feel like it's not a competition when it comes to fries.
No,
like quantity and quality.
I can agree with that. I mean, the
'Cause
price is
you
ridiculous.
Get a small fry. Yeah, okay, you pay a lot.
You
but
get a
they put
$6
an-
small fry. Okay, yeah.
You get an insane amount of like fries in the bag.
I'm paying 50 cents for a McDonald's fry. Like, I don't know. Like, how many, like, oh my God. Did you ever?
Oh, you
ever
gotta take out a loan, man, to like get a Five Guys meal.
It was worth it for Jimmy, but
Absolutely.
dude, did you hear that in Japan they have a menu item that we don't have here in the U.S. from McDonald's? It's called
Really?
like the family potato or something, and it's like 2 potatoes worth of French fries, or no, it's like 3 large fries worth of a French fry, or 2 large fries worth of a French fry, or something like that. And it's meant so you order it, and then the whole families, they split a fry, and it's a good cost thing, and it just makes sense, right? They don't sell it here because they're convinced that individuals would start purchasing it and eating it.
And they are completely right. And they are absolutely spot on.
Oh, but could you imagine, like, they got flack from Super Size Me. Could you imagine if they were selling a fry?
Do you remember that whole fiasco in New York? Like when it came to like movie theater, like soda, like whatchamacallit, like cups. Well, another tangent, sorry.
To be fair, that the movie theater soda size has gotten ridiculous.
But yeah, to finish out, I'm in my bag, like the fries at the bottom of it, as one Chance the Rapper said. One of the greatest lyricists of our generation.
I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. Bird out, I guess.
Completely joking by chance, but yeah, are we gonna do our music recommendations or?
Fine.
Are you short on time?
No, I got time. I got time for a music rack.
Do you got one ready?
I'm getting it ready. I wrote some ideas down.
Somebody just put me on to Zach Bryan, kind of like a folky, like country guy. I would say if you haven't listened to him, no, even though he does listen to it a lot.
Yeah,
but
Zach Bryan's alright.
We don't know anybody named Jeff. But yeah, that's a little anecdote from the first pod. But anyways, yeah, Revival by Zach Bryan. That would be my music recommendation. Very like folky, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, if you're looking for a little bit of fast, lighthearted indie rock, that kind of general space in music, you gotta check out Remember Sports if you haven't checked them out yet. That's a big recommendation for me. Something like Get Bummed Out or Saturday. Great tracks. That's
and yeah, just one more recommendation is like Cool With You by Hers. If you haven't listened to like any Hers music, like
if you haven't listened to Hers, listen to Hers.
That
is not a threat. That is a promise.
No. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I was about to say we can't undermine that enough, but yeah, definitely give them a listen. But yeah, thank y'all for listening or watching on YouTube. Go check out our socials. It's going to be in the link in the description of this podcast. And yeah, anything to wrap it up, Declan?
No, that's all I got to say. Have a nice day.
Yeah, until next week, y'all.
Bird out.
Bird out.